Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video down here in the garage gym. It's cold as shit outside, hence the winter attire. Today I'm gonna be taking you guys through one of my go-to upper body warm-ups using resistance bands and body weight movements. Now, warming up is super important for number one, reducing the risk of injury in our workouts, and number two, improving our performance or increasing the amount of weight we can lift in our workouts safely. This is a warm-up that you can do before any single upper body workout. We're gonna be warming up our pushing muscles, our pulling muscles, as well as the smaller muscles of the rotator cuff and upper back, which are often neglected, which are super important to have activated and warm to support us in our pushing and pulling movements. So save this warm-up, make sure you guys are building this into your routines, and let's get into exercise number one. All right guys, exercise number one, we have shoulder circles. We're gonna go 20 reps going forwards and then 20 reps going backwards. So we're just moving the shoulders through a full range of motion. So we get those shoulders kind of loosened up, prepped and primed, so we're ready to get into our band exercises, which are gonna be coming up pretty soon here. So 20 forwards, 20 backwards. Exercise number two, we have standing T-frames. So we're warming up the upper back as well as stretching the pecs with this body weight exercise. So we're gonna start off, both hands are out in front. One arm is gonna come back as far as possible while keeping this hand pointed straight ahead. So don't let this hand come in to achieve further range of motion. Keep this hand pointed straight ahead and just work through the upper back and stretching the chest, and then we'll switch sides. So we go 10 reps on each side, a total of 20 reps. Exercise number three, we have band pass-throughs for 20 total reps. So we're using a light resistance band with this exercise. We're taking the shoulders through a full range of motion under some tension. So it's gonna really fire up the entire shoulder and shoulder girdle. Just a fantastic warm-up exercise. I want you guys to start off with a really wide grip on the band and pull tension into the band. So pull that band apart. So the wider the grip is, the easier this is going to be. The closer the grip, the harder this exercise is going to be. So again, start with a nice wide grip to get those shoulders fired up safely. So we're gonna brace the core. We're gonna start off, bring those arms all the way up and overhead until that band touches our butt without deviating from our posture, and then bring those arms back up. So it's important that we do not bend our arms on the way over or on the way back. Keep those arms totally locked out straight the entire time. Next up, we have the bent over band pull apart for 15 total reps. So we're getting the entire back fired up, but more specifically the upper back, shoulder girdle, and those rotator cuff muscles with this exercise. So we're gonna start off in the bent over row position. So feet are gonna be about shoulder width. We're gonna hinge at the hips, some tension in the hamstrings. Back's gonna be pretty straight here. Very similar to our band pass through. We wanna pull tension into the band. Now we're gonna need a little bit more tension with the back exercise as opposed to the pass through. So have that grip probably a little bit closer. So we're pulling tension into the band. Then we're gonna pull the band apart and bring this band to our sternum. We're not gonna bend the arms at all. So we don't wanna bend the arms to pull. Keep those arms totally straight and just focus your mind on pulling this band apart and back with just your upper back and shoulders. Next up, we have the prone W lift with a press for 12 reps. So we're continuing to get that upper back fired up, more specifically those mid traps, which are often neglected and underactive. So we're getting those fired up as well as the shoulders as we go through a full range of motion with that press. So we're lying on our chest, so in that prone position. We're gonna have our arms creating somewhat of a W. We're gonna rest our forehead on the floor. We're then gonna squeeze our glutes. We're gonna lift our arms up and back as far as you can with your upper back. Press all the way out to full lockout. Pull those arms back in, keeping tension in your upper back, and then lower down with control. That's one rep. Now we finish off the warm-up with the Superman lift to push up for 12 total reps. So we're gonna be warming up the entire back with that Superman lift, and then of course warming up chest, shoulders, and triceps with that push-up, getting us ready to get after it and start pushing some weight in our workout. So we're starting off lying on our stomach in that prone position. Arms gonna be extended out overhead. We're gonna engage our glutes, so squeeze your glutes first, then lift up and off, hold for a second, lower back down, bring your hands to your sides, brace your core, press through the ground, pressing through your chest to the top, fully locking out, lowering down with control, and then going back to that starting position. So lift, brace your core, so we don't wanna worm up out of the bottom. Really think about bracing your core and just pressing up off the ground, using your chest, then lower back down with control. Once you guys finish this warm-up, there's still more warming up to be done, especially on days where we're lifting heavier weights. So I never want to see somebody just finish that warm-up and start putting some heavy weight on a bar or grabbing some heavy dumbbells. You should, at the very least, especially on that very first exercise of your workout, be hitting 3 to 4 warm-up sets before starting the workout, before starting your first working sets. So what I suggest is the first warm-up set starting very, very light. Then second warm-up set, gradually increase that weight a little bit. Third warm-up set, go a little bit heavier. Fourth warm-up set, a little bit heavier, so that by the time you're getting into that first working set, you are ready to go and you're ready to start pushing heavy weight safely. If you guys like this warm-up, want to see more videos like this one, make sure to leave a like, leave a comment. If you guys have any questions, always drop those in the comments below. And until the next workout and video, I'll talk to you guys soon.